What is this daily CSAT-2025 series and how to attempt your CSAT paper? Happiness should be your approach. So do not have a pessimist approach. Do not have a pessimistic approach. Instead, face the paper confidently. Dear students, welcome to Daily CSAT 2025 series from Connect Learner app. I am Sachin Gopanaal. And what is this daily CSAT 2025 series and how to attempt your CSAT paper? That is what we will see in this video. Welcome once again. Your UPSC Prelims examination, it is comprised of two papers, right? Which are the two papers? They would be GS paper 1 and GS paper 2, General Studies 1 and General Studies 2. This General Studies 2, it is colloquially called as CSAT paper, and it is only qualifying in nature. It is comprised of 80 questions, each of which carry 2.5 marks. So totally it carries a weightage of 200 marks, and you need to score only 33% of those 200 marks. What is 33% of 200 marks? That would be 66 marks. So in your CSAT paper, all you need to score is only 66 marks. Even if you scored 150, 160, 180, it doesn't count at all. Your graduation to your passing and your going to the main stage, it will completely depend on your score in the paper 1. The cutoff score that they announce for your prelims examination, that is applicable for GS paper 1. For your CSAT paper, only qualifying marks is enough. Even if you scored, let's say the cutoff for this year was 110 for prelims, you scored let's say you scored 120. Even if you scored 65.5 marks here, you will not advance to the mains level. So this is only qualifying in nature. You just need to score 66 marks, 66, and anything above than 66, then that is okay. However, you are advancing to the mains level, it will completely depend on the GS1 paper. Okay. So this is the weightage and importance of CSAT. However, in the recent years, earlier, like 3-4 years ago, CSAT paper, it was not so difficult. Aspirants usually with the last 1 month or just 2 months of preparation, they would be easily able to pass the paper. However, in the last 2-3 years, especially in the last 2 years, CSAT paper, it has been made a bit difficult. So difficult that it is needed to be prepared along with the side by side with your GS paper 1 from the at least from January itself. However, this is February, so it is okay. What I'm stressing here is start preparing for CSAT from now itself. Just dedicating 2 hours a day from now, that would be enough. And because why I am stressing this is, do not let CSAT paper make your 1 whole year preparation of UPSC go waste. There have been instances where aspirants have scored 125 or 130 marks in paper 1 in the just previous year, 24 or even 23, and they have failed to score just the qualifying marks in CSAT paper. It has definitely happened, and there are numerous such instances. So do not let CSAT be the hurdle for you to advance to the mains level. This is the importance of CSAT. Okay. Now, this is the brief introduction to CSAT. However, we will now see how to approach CSAT paper. How to approach it. Before going to that, we will say, before talking about approach, we will see what CSAT paper is actually comprised of. It is comprised of mainly 3 topics, 3 sections. They are not individually marked. One, for example, your first question, it might be on maths, second question, it might be passage, and third again, it might be maths, then fourth question, it might be reasoning. They will be interlinked, they would be interspersed. Okay. They will not demarcate. For first section, first 30 questions will be on maths, next 20 questions, they will be on reasoning, next 20, they will be on English. No, that is not how they do. They will be interspersed. And these are not marks actually, these are questions. I told you that your CSAT paper, it will have 80 questions, right? In those 80 questions, 36 to 39 or 35 to 40 questions you can expect from which section? That would be mathematics. And then you can expect around 13 to 16 or 13 to 17 from reasoning. And for the last few years, consistently, passages they have been asked for 27 marks. So 27 questions are being asked in passages for reading comprehension. Okay, this is a brief breakup of your CSAT paper, and all of this, it is only tentative in nature. There can be plus or minus change. For example, in the 25 paper, they can ask 5 questions less here and ask 5 questions more here. It can happen. And roughly in my analysis, maths, they are a bit difficult. Reasoning, they are usually easy. And passages, they are a combination of both. Okay. This is what your CSAT paper is comprised of. Now let us see how to approach it. This is an analysis of your approach at a broad level. You see, I already told you there are 80 questions and you need 66 marks. So, out of those 80 questions, out of those 200 marks, do not aim for attempting all of the 80 questions. Attempt only those many questions that will give you around 75 to 80 marks. Take the 120 minutes time. The paper timings is 2 hours 120 minutes. Take the time. Attempt for roughly 40 plus questions. I will tell you why. If you aimed to attempt 80 questions in 120 minutes, you will have only 1.5 minutes per question, and that will create you a time crunch. 1.5 minutes per question, it is not going to be an efficient solving of paper. So instead, attempt for only 40 questions, 40 plus questions, that is enough. Because if you aimed to attempt 40 questions, that will give you 3 minutes per question. That would be a very ample amount of time for anyone. So do not burden yourselves with aiming too high, because it is not necessary. As I told you, even if you scored 150 in CSAT, it is not going to be any different from another person who scored 67 in CSAT. So 67 in CSAT, 150 in CSAT, there is no difference between the two. So do not burden yourselves with aiming for all the questions. Okay, so you should get 66 marks, and that is enough. Also, there is negative marking. How much negative marking? For example, let's say you answered 31 questions totally, and out of those 31 questions, you got 28 right and 3 wrong. Let's say, how much will that be? It will amount to, for these 27 questions, you will be awarded 2.5 marks. However, for the 3 wrong questions, you will be deducted, I think, roughly 0.825 marks. I am not sure exactly. So ultimately, you will have, 28, right? I think you will have 67 point something marks. If you attempted 31 questions and 3 of them got wrong and 28 got correctly, you will get 67 point something. That is okay. So this is how negative marking deduction work in CSAT. Do take this into account while strategizing for your paper. Also, in your actual examination paper, there will be, some of them will be easy questions, some of them will be moderately difficult questions, and some of them will be really difficult questions. So do not start attempting from question 1 necessarily. If the first question that you saw in your paper, if it is easy, go for it. If it is tough, do not worry, go to question number 2. Because there will definitely be some of the questions easy. Some 10 to 15, they will be definitely be easy. So do solve them first. Do not attempt to solve in the sequential order itself. Why? Because I have got feedback from many aspirants that they try to attempt the paper in the sequential order from question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, and ultimately they could answer only 60 questions in the paper. And after finishing the examination, after coming out of the examination hall, they saw that the last 5 to 6 questions, they were very easy, but they did not reach there at all. Why? Because they were stuck in solving the difficult questions. So do not do that mistake. Just scroll through the questions, whichever you found to be easy, whichever you found to be taking less time, do solve them. Then you will have answered roughly 15 questions. Then in the second round, go back to question 1. Now again go from question 1 to question 80. You should have finished all. You should have finished all the easy questions. Then go back to question 1. Now solve the moderately difficult ones. In this second round, you will attempt another 15 questions. So these will be moderately difficult. By doing this, you would have attempted already 30 plus questions. After that, you might have left with 15 to 20 minutes. Then go to the difficult ones, the ones which you thought will take more time or which are new to you. Then try attempt them. However, maintain a very good level of accuracy. Why? Because UPSC has been framing questions such that guessworks are being discouraged. Also, one other thing while doing preparation for CSAT paper is concentrate on the basic concepts. Do not mug up quick tricks. Do not memorize multiple formulas. No, just go to the basic formula, learn the basic concept. Whichever topic you are studying, understand the fundamentals of it. Because UPSC has been framing questions such that it is testing the understanding of the basics of the aspirant. It doesn't want you to do quick calculations. It does not expect you to memorize multiple formulas. It has been testing the understanding of the aspirant. I have analyzed the recent papers and I have found it that the quick calculation, quick tricks, quick formulas, they do not come in handy in your CSAT paper at all. What is required is a thorough understanding of the fundamentals. That is enough. They will take a basic concept and they will beautifully create a question around it. And with the basic concept, with the understanding of basic concept, you will be able to definitely answer it in 2 minutes or maximum 3 minutes. And as I told you, aim to attempt 40 questions and you will have 3 minutes per question. So with a very good margin, you will be able to attempt more than 40 questions. Okay. When you are thorough with the basic concepts. Whenever you are solving any questions from any material, any source, do not concentrate on any tricks. If you are learning any method, do test if it is a universal method, then accept it. If it is a method that is applicable only for one type of problems, no, go for the basic method. Do not mug up multiple formulas or multiple quick tricks. They do not come to your rescue at all in the CSAT paper. Okay. Now, this was a brief or a macro level analysis of your CSAT paper. Let's go a bit deeper. At a deeper level, let's talk about the RC, reading comprehension or passage questions. How to prepare for your passage questions would be, I would say that the best material for your preparation for passages for CSAT paper is previous year questions, PYQs. No other source will give you as good an understanding of your CSAT paper, the passages given in CSAT paper, as the PYQs do, as the previous year questions do. Just solve 1 or 2 previous year passages every day. Every day, just take one previous year paper, solve 1 or 2 from it, and that is enough. Also, you should have a reading habit that helps a long way. A reading habit of not any article, specifically reading of opinion pieces, editorials, opinion columns. Read such articles at least once a day, or even if you cannot afford such time, at least 3 articles in a week. That will do. And also solve at least 1. If you cannot attempt 2, solve at least 1 passage question from any previous year paper every day. Then another thing, how CSAT passages differ from other examinations is, for example, it might be banking or SSC or some other or CAT, some other examination which has similar topics. In CSAT paper, the passages, they are not lengthy. The passages, they will be taken from opinion piece in a newspaper or a journal that has been published some years ago. The original article, it would have been written using 1000 words. What UPSC does is, it will pick one article, then it will choose one around roughly 100 to 200 or 100 to 150 words from it and give it to you as a passage. Sometimes those the words, the sentences that it has chosen, they will be sequential in order. Sometimes, let's say the article comprises of 8 paragraphs. UPSC will pick one sentence from the first paragraph, 2 sentences from the third paragraph, and 3 sentences from the last paragraph. Together, it will club all of them and give it to you as a single passage and frame a question. So it does that. So do analyze them. How do you analyze them? When after solving the passages from previous year questions, try Googling them. Try from which source they are asking that question, and that will give you an understanding of how they are framing the questions. So I would say, in the recent years, start attempting your CSAT paper with passages, not your mathematics or reasoning questions. Start with passages. However, because if you started with this one, it will give you a very good edge at qualifying your CSAT paper. However, if you are not good, even after best efforts, you see that you are not good at solving passage questions, then go with mathematics or reasoning questions. But you will need to put extra effort there. Solving one passage every day, it would require less effort than being thorough with your mathematics and reasoning questions. But it differs on your personal preference. If you think you are good at passages, very good. You need not put so much effort in mathematics questions. However, if you think you are weak in passage questions, then you have to put more effort there for preparation. And this would be how you attempt your passage questions. Let's see how you need to attempt your reasoning and mathematics questions. Your reasoning and mathematics questions, I have listed some of the most focused topics in the recent years, especially number system. It has been given a lot of weightage in the recent years. However, you need not, if as I told you, if you are good at solving passage questions, you need not prepare even all of these topics. There are topics other than these also. However, if you are good at passage questions, you need not solve even all of them. You can skip 3 or 4 of them with a safe margin. Not number system, because it is a very important topic. Do not skip number system. You can skip the other ones. For example, clocks and calendars, questions on them are usually easy. Coding, decoding, questions on them are also easy. Sometimes permutation, combination, they get difficult. Sometimes HCF, LCM, they might get tricky. So it depends on your personal choice. If you are good at one topic, go with it. If you are not good at another one, sacrifice it. However, you should be thorough with the one that you went after. And as I told you before, while preparing for mathematics or reasoning questions, concentrate on learning the basic concept, the fundamentals of the topic. Do not concentrate on learning quick tricks at all. Quick tricks work in other examinations, not in CSAT paper. Because I have analyzed the paper and I have seen that they frame the question in such a way that they discourage the use of quick tricks. Okay. And after this preparation, I have a few tips to give you in practical tips for how your approach should be in your actual examination hall. The first thing is, in your examination hall, your worst enemies are anxiety and insecurity. You will be anxious about the examination. No, that doesn't work. And you might be insecure about your preparation. No. I will tell you one thing. While preparing, when the examination is still far away, how your approach should be towards preparation is happiness. Happiness should be your approach. What do I mean by that? Prepare happily, study blissfully. Enjoy the studying process. While preparation, how should you study? You should study happily. Enjoy the studying process. Enjoy the scarcity of time that you have. How? Do be on your toes. Enjoy that. While being busy and being happy, they are not mutually exclusive. You can be happy while you are busy. How? Enjoy what you are doing. Enjoy what you are studying. Enjoy the knowledge that you are gaining while studying. So while preparation, while you are at the preparation stage, your approach should be happiness. Study happily. And in the examination hall, what your approach should be? Your approach should be confidence. Face the paper confidently. Let's say you did not prepare as well as you had hoped to. It is okay. Others might have prepared worse than you. You do not know. Why do you think that others prepared better than you? So do not have a pessimist approach. Do not have a pessimistic approach. Instead, face the paper confidently. Because if you face the paper with anxiety and insecurity, you will get 3 or 5 questions less correctly. However, if you attempted the paper with confidence, it doesn't matter how well you prepared, how well you did not prepare. Keep all of that aside. Examination is a different ball game. By just attempting the paper with confidence, you will definitely get 5 or 6 questions more correctly than if you had not attempted it with that approach. So study happily and attempt the examination confidently. That is a very practical tip. And other than that, what happens is your GS paper 1, you will write it in the morning, and CSAT paper you will write it in the afternoon. GS paper 1, it might not have gone as well as you had wished it to. So do not carry the burden of how well it went or how well it did not go to your CSAT paper. No, keep both of them completely aside. Take a nap between the 2 examinations if it helps, or do something else. Listen to music for a few minutes. Whatever calms you, do that. Do not carry the burden of GS paper 1 to your CSAT paper, because in your GS paper 1, your knowledge is more put to test. However, in CSAT paper, your skill is more put to test. So skill, it requires a calm mind. It requires a fresh mind. If you carried the burden of your morning paper to the afternoon CSAT paper, you will not be able to do as well as you had actually prepared to. Even though you might have prepared well, if you carried the anxiety and the insecurity of paper 1 to this one, you will not be able to do as well as you had actually prepared. You might have prepared very good for CSAT paper, but thinking how bad your GS1 paper went, you will not be able to do this one. And maybe you got pessimistic about your paper 1. Maybe the cutoff went low this year. It might not have been difficult for you alone. It might have been difficult for everyone, and it might go low. But because you got anxious and you did not do CSAT paper well, the result might be such that you would have crossed the cutoff in paper 1, but you might have failed the qualifying marks of CSAT. That happens. It happens with every year. It happens with at least 100 students, 100 aspirants. So do not do that. Keep both of them separately. Face the paper confidently. And ultimately, however well you prepared be, however bad you prepared be, face the paper with a calm confidence. Confidence is not loud. Let the confidence be just inside you. Be calm, be smiling. That is enough. This was a brief introduction to CSAT and how you should approach CSAT paper. And to talk a bit about our free initiative, Daily CSAT 2025, we will be releasing one video every day, almost roughly one video, maybe from Monday to Friday or even Monday to Saturday. Free video on YouTube, where we will be discussing previous year questions of CSAT, where we will be analyzing how CSAT has been framing questions recently, and we will also be seeing what is the next level that CSAT can evolve into. It will be a very beneficial series to you. Do watch it. This was just an introduction video. We will be launching the first question from tomorrow itself. Make use of it. It is as I told you, it is a completely free initiative. Also subscribe to the channel Connect Learner app and watch us regularly. Thank you. And as I told you before, most importantly, I wish you a very happy studying.